The things that he said about if he were to fight you now, he would knock you out. How does that come off to you?
If he feel how he want to feel, if that's how he feel, let him feel that way.
I want to see him in the ring. It doesn't matter who, because I know whoever he fights, it'll be an exciting fight. Obviously, the Floyd one will be big, and that, blow up the whole boxing world again. But I just think overall, I want to see Manny in the ring, and I think anybody who has signed a contract with Manny knows what they're going into.
Tim, did you think Pacquiao won that fight?
I thought Manny Pacquiao won. Yes, I did.
Clearly, was there any room for
It's
discussion?
clear to me. I'm not a judge, but it's clear to me and clear to my eyes. And it's a shame. It's a shame for boxing.
Manny Pacquiao may be 46, but his latest performance against Mario Barrios sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Despite the official result being ruled a draw, many inside the sport, from legends and commentators to rising stars and fans, believe Manny clearly won. Floyd Mayweather, who has remained relatively quiet during Pacquiao's comeback, finally broke his silence. Responding to Manny's call for
days of Fight Hub TV, congratulations on an outstanding performance. Manny, with the way that you performed tonight, did you feel like this was enough to coax Floyd Mayweather out and maybe you guys get a rematch right here in this same building? Do you feel like that this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired already. If he comes out and go sign the contract and we'll fight. I mean, let's fight again if you want. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight them all in my weight division.
For a potential rematch, Floyd said Manny is entitled to feel however he wants. But when asked if he'd consider stepping back into the ring, Floyd stayed non-committal. Meanwhile, Manny made his stance crystal clear. If Floyd wants to come out of retirement, he's ready. Sign the contract, he said. I don't pick opponents. I fight whoever's in my division. Pacquiao's confidence and willingness to face all challengers is part of why so many admire him, and why a potential rematch with Floyd is now being talked about more than ever. Chris Algieri offered a measured take.
Rematch.
That's entirely up to Manny. That's entirely up to Manny. I gotta catch a flight. I got a red-eye flight. That's entirely up to Manny. I think he's in the driver's seat now. It's amazing that he was able to, to fight at that level. But I think, Barrios is definitely gonna want the fight. It's money. It's a big money opportunity. But I don't know, man. I think Manny has a lot of options. Because listen, if Floyd's talking about coming back,
And that's what I wanted to touch on. Do you think that this now warrants Floyd Mayweather with his competitive spirit and attitude to come back and maybe try to one-up Manny Pacquiao by beating him again?
That wouldn't surprise me at all, because I know how Floyd is when it comes to, seeing other people doing their thing. He's like, that's who's this? So I think that's a really good possibility of happening. But again, that's going to come down to Floyd and Manny. I think they're both in the driver's seat. Floyd's always in the driver's seat,
Saying that the fight with Barrios reignited real interest in Pacquiao, especially given his age and stamina. If Floyd is coming back, it's because of Manny, Algieri added. And that's a sentiment echoed across the sport. Even someone like Shakur Stevenson, known for his sharp fight IQ, was impressed. Pacman dominated, he said. The pace, the cleaner shots, and the ability to neutralize a younger fighter's advantages, it all pointed to a vintage Pacquiao performance. But not everyone's on board with a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. Sean Porter expressed disinterest, saying their 2015 fight already closed the chapter between the two. For him, the legacy is already written and doesn't need a sequel. Still, even Porter admitted Pacquiao fought hard and may have deserved more from the judges. Public opinion online was fiery. One user claimed Floyd wouldn't risk a rematch, saying he's not confident enough after seeing Pacquiao's showing. Another, Cam Binham, summed up the popular feeling, I
don't think y'all want to see him with Floyd. Do y'all? I don't know. I'm feeling like the world, because it's Manny Pacquiao, it makes sense for it to be Floyd Mayweather. But I don't know. I thought yesterday you were poking the bear, letting down the banner. What is she doing? I have no idea.
Want to see Manny back in the ring. Doesn't matter who he fights, it'll be fireworks. Jim Gray, respected for his objective takes, didn't hold back. It's clear to me Manny Pacquiao won. It's a shame for boxing. He said what many were thinking, that the judges let boxing down that night. Even Teofimo Lopez had it wide in Manny's favor, 9 rounds to 3. He wasn't just impressed by Manny's skill, but by the fact that a 46-year-old went 12 rounds at a high pace and arguably won against a current champion. Then came the bluntest voice of all, Pauli Malignaggi. He called Barrios a horrible champion, said the fight was clearly Manny's, and accused the judges of damaging boxing's integrity. How do you let a 46-year-old consistently be first? Pauli ranted. Barrios was touching gloves every round like it was a sparring session. Teofimo Lopez Sr. didn't hold back either. Barrios looked scared. He should have pushed Manny, but he...
Break down the fight. I thought Manny won myself, but what did you see? How did you see the fight?
All right, so obviously I'm a Manny fan, but I'm going to try and keep it non-biased as possible. It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Both had moments, but I think overall Manny did more. I think his punches were more effective, more active. So even on top of that, just the ability for him to go the 12 rounds and do what he was able to do, but be more active every single round. I feel like Barrios picked it up the last few rounds, but I still don't believe that was enough. Manny started fast and he sustained pretty much, kind of let his foot off the gas towards the end, but I still thought, in my opinion, it was enough to win the fight to where I don't see how even the one judge got the decision towards Barrios.
Manny told me he thought he won 8-4, even if it's 7-5. But the draw was surprising. At least they didn't rob him. But
yeah.
Do you want to see a rematch? Do you see Mayweather? Do you want to see Rolly? I mean, Manny told me he likes the Rolly fight, I think.
I just want to see Manny. I want to see him in the ring. It doesn't matter who, because I know whoever he fights, it'll be an exciting fight. Obviously, the Floyd one will be big, and that, blow up the whole boxing world again. But I just think overall, I want to see Manny in the ring, and I think anybody who has signed a contract with Manny knows what they're going into, and isn't going to be one of those boring fights where they're running. It's going to be, combative, and they're going to be standing in the middle of the ring and fight. And I think, especially like what Manny was saying, he took 2 months for this fight. He has a little more. He's going to look even better. Regardless of the
4
win or
years
loss,
off, 46 years old. He looked amazing. He didn't lose.
Proud of the way that he went out there. Yeah, he didn't lose.
The draw.
And he fought really well. It was clean. There was nothing. It was just clean. It was a clean fight. But kudos to Barrios for keeping him.
He didn't. He had no fire. Like many others, he pointed out that if the goal was to build a mega fight with Floyd, robbing Manny made no sense unless politics were involved. Fernando Vargas and Leo Santa Cruz offered respect and concern. While Vargas leaned slightly toward Barrios, he still praised Manny's performance. Santa Cruz, meanwhile, said Manny has nothing left to prove and should consider retirement before something goes wrong. Even Manny's son was...
Pacquiao was more active. I think he landed more punches. But it's hard to kind of give him the belt coming right back. So, yeah.
Think a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight would do good?
I know it will. I think this will bring Mayweather out of retirement. Yeah, I think this will bring Mayweather out of retirement. Yeah, I think this will bring him out of retirement.
I know they said if Pacquiao won, he was on the collision course with Gervonta Tank Davis too. How you think that fight would have went?
He ain't ready for Tank. Yeah, you hear now? He ain't ready for Tank.
What about Rolling?
Rolling? I think him and Rolly will make a good fight. They both go from crazy angles, so I think that'll make for a good fight. Yeah.
No rematch, though. You don't want to see a rematch with these guys?
Yeah, I like seeing a rematch.
You want to see a rematch? Does Manny win the rematch?
Yeah, Manny wins the rematch. Give him a full training session, Manny wins the rematch.
Who you got in Canelo Crawford?
Oh, shit, I'm going with Crawford.
Crawford?
Yeah, I'm going with Crawford.
Why you picking Crawford?
Oh, man been shot in the head, drove himself to the hospital. I can't bet against that. yeah, it's called wherewithal and resiliency. Tenacity, I can't bet against that.
Moved. They were giving him his flowers, he said. The crowd's energy, the chants, the support, it was all there. No matter the official result, Pacquiao fought with heart, grit, and style. Cam Binham wrapped it up perfectly. Manny was more active, more effective, and more consistent. He won that fight. In the end, fans saw something rare, a 46-year-old legend defying time, silencing doubt, and stirring up hope.
Dora, because they were fighting at the same time. I tell you what, interesting result. I thought Manny won the fight. I don't know what you guys thought. I thought Pacquiao got robbed tonight. I thought if you're gonna let the guy come back and you're gonna pass him on his medicals and he's gonna come back, you're gonna do all that work and let the guy do it. At least give him that decision. I mean, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, at least give him that decision. Listen, I know it was close, and in some ways it could go either way, but dude, what have I been telling you? Mario Barrios sucks. horrible champion. I mean, might be the worst champion I've ever seen in my life. I'm probably not, but like, and I know some of you haters will say, oh, he would have beat you. Absolutely not. Mario Barrios wouldn't have won 1 second of a round against me. Okay, I had better legs, sharper jab. I would have beat him one-handed. Like, guy, he's horrible. Like 5'10", 5'11", he fights low. He can't figure out his range. Manny had better legs than him tonight at 46 years old. And Manny's legs, listen, they weren't great, but he was just in that rhythm that he sort of magnetizes you. And so he gets you to watch him instead of Barrios taking control of the round. So yeah, a lot of the rounds were close. I get it. But it was like Manny taking charge of them. Manny was being first most of the time. How do you let a 46-year-old man consistently be first? And bro, you know what the most nauseating thing was for me? The most nauseating thing of all was he keeps coming out touching gloves every round, Barrios. Every single round. And Bob Santos finally going into like the 11th round tells him, stop touching gloves, stop respecting him. What does he do? He goes back out there and touches gloves. I can't even describe what I was feeling by that point. And honestly, I just wanted to see a good fight. The drama of the fight was was Manny really going to do this? Because the fight really wasn't that good. It actually wasn't good at all.
Whether it's Mayweather, Rolly, or Tank Davis, people just want to see Manny fight again. He's earned that. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel.